welcome to the fifth and final video in this 5-part video series, How to Create a Website Using WordPress. If you have been following through all the videos and you're now at the point of finishing up your website, congratulations. And what we're now going to do is we're going to add some plugins to add some functionality to our new website, which is dogtrainingisfun.com, which you can see the homepage here. All right, so to install the plugin, what we do is we go to our WordPress admin area, which we set all this up in previous videos if you're just joining us for the first time. And what we do is we go to plugins. Now you'll see here there's a couple of plugins that WordPress has already installed for us. What we're going to do now though is we're going to choose our plugins and we're going to add some additional ones. So we're going to go to add new. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a search for some plugins. There's this great search functionality on WordPress where you can go and have a look for something that you're wanting, and then you can also check, for example here you can check how many people have downloaded it. You can see how many people have reviewed it. So 535 people have reviewed Jetpack and have given it 4 stars overall. You can see when it was last updated, which is it's quite important to check that. If something hasn't been updated for 3 years, then it's probably not being supported anymore. So you probably want to go for something that's been updated more recently. And it'll tell me here that it's compatible with my version of WordPress. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 plugins in this video. We're going to add an email opt-in form plugin, and we're also going to add a search engine optimization plugin. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to say email opt-in. Add that in our search bottom there. Now, I've reviewed this previously. You can go through and have a look and see what email opt-in plugins work for you, but I'm going to choose opt-in forms. I've actually been through and reviewed various different plugins. Opt-in forms is quite simple, but it's also one of the best free ones around that I've been able to find. So we're going to install the opt-in forms plugin. You'll see there's been a significant number of downloads, 26,000. 31 people have rated it. They've rated it 5 stars. It was updated recently and it's compatible with my version of WordPress. So that's a big tick. So we're going to click install now. Yes, we do definitely want to install this plugin. Okay, so we'll just let it do its thing for the moment. Now your theme will have built-in opt-in forms generally, but I tend to find that you might want to add something that's a little bit more customizable, or just perhaps looks a little bit better. So that's why we're going with a plugin specifically for this. So now what we need to do, that's installed successfully, we activate our plugin. All right, so opt-in forms is now here. So to edit that, we've now got an option in our left-hand navigation here, opt-in forms. So what we need to do is we need to choose our email solution. So it could be any of those popular email solutions. MailChimp is great for beginners because they have a free version. Something like you can send up to 2,000 emails a month or have up to 2,000 subscribers, and it doesn't cost you anything. So MailChimp's probably a good place to start. And then what you can do is create a form. So here's some different templates. Click through those there. All right, so a few different options there. You can actually go through and style all of these. You can change all the colors. You can work out if you want to hide certain parts of that box there. You might want to hide that descriptive text, for example, or the privacy statement there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to configure this so that this opt-in box will actually display, let's say on pages, we're going to display after the page. Now if we wanted to, we could actually go in, anytime we're creating text on a page, we could insert this code here. This is called a short code. So it's literally as you see it. You can copy and paste that in or just type that into text anywhere on the site, and your opt-in box here is going to appear. So yeah, pretty amazing what you can do with plugins in WordPress. So what we're going to do is we're going to save changes there. We are then going to go to our pages and have a look at our video courses page. And you'll see we now have this email sign up box at the bottom. Easy. What we didn't do there was configure our MailChimp account, but that's something you can go off and do, and that's not particularly difficult to do either. Okay, so we're now going to add our search engine optimization or SEO plugin. So we're going to go down to plugins again. I'm going to go to add new. We're going to look for WordPress SEO. And what we're looking for here is this plugin, WordPress SEO by Yoast. So you can see here there's been 16 million downloads of this, nearly 17 million, and over 1,000 people have rated it 4 stars. It's been updated recently. It's compatible with our version of WordPress. WordPress SEO by Yoast, it really is an amazing piece of software. It makes search engine optimization for all your pages and posts really easy. It actually gives you advice as you go through on how well you're doing with your optimization, helps you correct things. It's really an amazing little piece of software, and to be able to download it for free, well, it's pretty amazing, I have to say. So let's activate that. Okay, great. So we now have WordPress SEO installed. So we now have an SEO option in our left-hand menu there. So what we can do is we can go through and we can have a look at our dashboard there. There's a range of different things we can do in there. What we'll need to do after this video is actually go and add our site to Google Webmaster Tools, so Google knows we're there. You also want to be added to Bing Webmaster Tools. So there's a code they'll give you. You can just insert that in here to verify your site with them, and that makes that much easier. We go through here. There's a range of different settings you can play around with. To be honest though, at this point in time, I wouldn't worry too much about all the different settings. The main thing is you've got the plugin installed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our pages again. We're going to go to video courses. We're going to go to edit. So what we now get at the top of each page, we're just going to get rid of that. We're just going to not allow tracking at this point in time. What we now get at the top of our page here is a little WordPress SEO by Yoast box. So what this does is it talks us through all the different things we need to add to search engine optimize our page. So what we do is we say, here's our focus keyword word for this page. So let's say it's dog training video course. Let's say that's what we're going for here. So what we want to do is we can actually change our title there. This is how it's going to look in search engines when the results pages come up. So this gives you the power to actually change how that appears to viewers in search engines. And this description here, that can also be changed there, the meta description. So let's have a look here at how we're doing with search engine optimization on this page. Yoast has kindly gone through and given us an assessment. It's basically saying we're failing terribly here. There's all these things we haven't done. We haven't got the keyword there in the first paragraph of the copy. Actually great, it does a reading ease test. Our reading ease test is saying it's very difficult to read. Our keyword density is 0%, so the percentage of keywords in the article that are our focused keyword is 0, so that's not great. But it is saying we are doing some things down here well. So we have got at least 536 words, which is more than the 300 word recommended minimum, for example. So this is obviously an example of a poorly optimized page or a not at all optimized page. But this just gives you a sense of what you can achieve with Yoast SEO. It's, as I said, really amazing little piece of software that you can access for free. Okay, so we're almost done here. The very last thing we're going to do in this video series is we're going to log out of our admin area and we're going to go to www.dogtrainingisfun.com and we're going to see our site live in the world. So there you go. I'm going to leave you now to go off and put the finishing touches to your website. Thank you for joining me throughout this 5-part video series if you have been with me the whole way. I really do wish you all the best with getting your website up and running and getting your new online business started. Thanks again for your time and best of luck.